Everyone, this is Andy 79Z28. Today we're going to show you a new toy that I got. It's called the Lyman Trim Express, and obviously this is a case trimmer. It's a very small box. It doesn't take up much room on your bench. Okay, it's really not anything big. Okay, very compact. It's actually very heavy for what it is. And let's take this nozzle off to show you. Okay, inside here is a, I don't know if you're going to see anything in there. There's a cutter inside there. Okay, and it comes with a box. I know that this is going to be not too good on the video, but anyway, these comes with this box with various bushings in it. Okay, and these bushings work. What are they giving you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. They give you 10 bushings with it. You can buy other bushings. Okay, but basically the ones that come with it do most things. Okay, so let's give you an idea. Okay, so number 3 does 223, 17, 204, and 221. Number 4 does 300 blackout and 17 rem fireball. Number 5 is 30-30 Winchester, 6.8 rem, 22 nozzle, 24 nozzle, 224 Valkyrie. Number 8 gives you 22 250, 250 Savage, 35 Remington. Number 9, 6mm Remington, 7mm Mauser, 8mm Mauser, 257 Roberts. Number 10, 30-06, 25-06, 270, 280, 35 Welland, and 65 Swedish. Number 12, 300, 308 Winchester, 243 Winchester, 260 Remington, 7mm 08, 338 Federal, 358 Winchester, 300 Savage, 93 by 62, 67 by 47 Lepore, 6 by XC, 6.5 by 47 Lepore, 6.5mm Creedmoor, 6mm Creedmoor, 6mm BR Norma, 22 BR, 6mm Dasher, 300 Winchester Magnum, 264 Winchester Magnum, 7mm Remington Mag, 17mm STW, 308 Norma Mag, 338 Win Mag, and 300 WSM, 325 WSM, 270 WSM, and 7mm WSM. And that's what it gives you. And you can purchase the extra ones if you need them. Anyway, nothing special about the manual. It's a quick read through. Okay, it just talks about how to set, to clean it and lube it and adjust it and the various things. And it seems to be fairly easy to use. So anyway, you're going to pick your bushing out of the box. Okay, this is for 300. 300 blackout. You put this spring over it. You put it in the front like that. Okay. You know what? I'm going to try something. They tell you can lube this stuff, so I'm going to put a little lube on this because it is a little tough pushing this thing in. But just let's put a little lube on it. Just put a little tiny bit. Okay. Let me get that off my finger. Put this in here. I don't think that's going to do anything, but anyway. Now I've used it a little bit already. Then you tighten this collet down by hand. You don't have to put a wrench on it. Just give it a tight snug. Okay. Now, I don't know, let's see if you can get this in the picture here. You see those markings in here. Each one of them is 1,000th. So there's a window On the top up there, you can see it. There's a mark in there. Okay, that's your window for adjustment, so you know how much you're moving it. Okay. It has a speed, an on-off switch here. Okay, and that's a speed control also. It comes with a pretty hefty power supply. Okay, we'll just bring it up. Okay, it's a pretty hefty power supply, and the power cord they give you is ridiculously thick. Overkill, but hey, I'd rather be overkill than underkill. Alright, this plugs into the back. Okay, now I just have this tray anchored down with a little clamp, and I put a block here so this rides up against the block, so for pushing purposes it's a little easier. Get rid of this little oil. Okay, and it's a little hard when you put this in. You wiggle a little bit, you'll feel where it goes in. You got to put quite a bit of pressure. This is the con about this that I don't like so far. How much pressure you have to put in to make this thing work. Okay, so it takes a lot of pressure. I'm going to put my glove on because I can leave my fingers a little bit. Okay, turn it on. And here it's really not too loud. And all you do is push in, turn it once, 2 pushes again, click the bar. We're going to turn that off for noise purposes. It's turned off on me. Not nice. Okay, zeroed. And I don't know, there you go. Let's see if we can get that in there. 1.360. Alright. So we'll do another one. Turn it on. I'm running it on high speed. Push it in. Ready, done. Turn it a little bit. That's to help square off the case of the mouth. The bar. Okay. Right. 3.60 again. 1.360. And that is okay. And push it in. I'm going to bring the speed back up. Okay, just going to turn it down. The bar, chamfer. If that's a little big, we're going to run it again. It said it's a little tough pushing the spring in. That's the only drawback to the amount of pressure that you have to use. And there we go. Turn it. It just takes too much pressure to push it in. That's my only thing that I don't like about it. I've done about 50 cases so far. And, okay, here we go. 1.360 again. And one more. And yes, Andy's in his robe again. Alright, let's see what we get. So hard. 1.360. So I find that pushing it with the side of my finger, like that, is the easiest way to do it. Turn it once. Chamfer. And turn this off. And let's see what this one is. They're a little big. You're going to have to go push it to a little more. And that's because of the amount of what it takes to push this in. It really takes a lot of pressure. But that's my only complaint about it. I did try like standing it up and putting it in the drill press situation and push the drill press down, but I really don't have enough room, enough clearance room. There we go. 1360. So anyway, that's this little toy. Now we got one other thing, so we're going to throw it in instead of making two videos. I purchased Frankford Arsenal. Yeah, to get the glare. Well, anyway, this is the Frankford Arsenal funnel kit. Okay, and I purchased this a couple of months ago, and I never did a review on it. First of all, I mean, this thing is made beautiful. This is really great. I don't know what they have on here, if it's a powder coating or what, but it's very shiny. Everything is real smooth. I've done a bunch of stuff with, reloading with it already, and it's working great. I'm not having any powder static issues or whatever. Anyway, it comes with, it comes with 8 bushings. 17.7 to 0.20, 224, 243, 257, 264, 277, 284, 308, 325, 338, and it says 350 plus. Now what that really means is the bottom here, okay, like I want to put my camera on autofocus, but if I do, it's going to bounce in and out. This is the 308, and basically this has an O-ring around the top of it, okay, and it fits in here quite snugly, okay, and so then when you put it in your block, the brass actually fits right in that hole, and it's perfect. I mean, it just drops brass, I mean the powder perfectly. I have no spills, nothing coming out of the sides or anything like that. So I'm really happy with this funnel kit, because I have the old plastic funnels, RCVS, etc. I have a few different ones. Then I went out and bought some of those aluminum funnels, and there's like ridges on the side. The powder gets stuck on them. I hate those things. They're terrible. This has been working absolutely flawless, and they give you a nice little box. Everything fits in it, and it closes, and that's it. So that covers the Frankford Arsenal aluminum powder funnel kit, and they're not that expensive. This I got on sale for $119 at Midway. So it was a good deal. I figured, what the hell, I'll try it, and I'm liking it, except for the fact how hard you have to push it in. And the final thing in this video, you all know I've used the Frarkford Intellidropper. I forget exactly how long I have it now. It's 3 years. When it first came out, I got one of the first ones shipped out of Frankford Arsenal. And I've been loving that thing. And, well, it decided to give me trouble the other day. I was loading away, dropping powder. I probably was into about 50 cases worth of powder. And it started slowing down. It was like kind of strange. And then all of a sudden, smoke starts rising out of the thing. I go, oh my God. So first thing, I get it unplugged. And I dump the powder. I keep a tray under it, so I dump the powder out. It's like, oh my God, thank God nothing went up in flames. Anyway, I decided, since it's well out of warranty and Franklin Arsenal probably wouldn't do anything for me, I took it apart, and there's a motor inside that turns the spindle, which throws the powder. That motor went up. That motor, actually, the wires going to it were fried. There was smoke all over the place. The motor, and it wasn't that the wires shorted or anything like that. That's not what happened. The motor was drawing a lot of power, and because it wasn't turning properly, and it melted the leads, and I mean that's what caused all the smoke, I guess. But the motor itself, you can't turn it; it's locked up. So my Frarkford Intellidropper is no more. I tried to find a new one to replace it, and there is nobody with one in stock. Okay, so Frankford Arsenal says they're waiting for their next shipment. Yeah, okay, from China, of course. And they really said there's not much they can do for me because of the age of the unit. So if I want one, I got to spend $219. So at the moment, I'm not going to. I used a Hornady electric powder drop, the older one. Okay, not they have a new version, the old or standard version. And I set that up, and I started using it. And I'll tell you what, I've always liked that product. It's just a little bit of a pain in the neck to set it up, and because there's settings you got to set every time. It would be nice if it remembered your settings, so you'd be ready to go next time. But it takes 5 minutes, 10 minutes to set it up. Now you really have to read and understand those instructions in that unit. Once you understand how it works, that powder drop is flawless. I dropped 48 powder charges before I got an overthrow. Okay, so I mean it works. And you talk about is the Intellidropper faster? I thought it was, but it really isn't, because I do my one case at a time, and I drop the powder, pour it into the case, come over to my press, I bell the case mouth, I see the bullet, I crimp it, I measure the overall length, I test it in my case gauge, and then I put it in my finished box, and then I turn around, and it's ready. Well, that was the Intellidropper. It was always ready. So is the Hornady. I turn around, it's ready. So, and I seem to have with the Intellidropper more stability issues with it, meaning I throw 5 or 6 rounds and then it might not zero. So it sits there and does nothing. Then you got to re-zero it. You basically have to cancel out your powder charge, re-zero it, put your powder charge back in, put it back on auto, and press start. And then it'll go. And you might go 20 rounds, 30 rounds, 40 rounds, and then all of a sudden it'll glitch on you. So they all have their glitches. Okay, and the Hornady, any of you guys that have them that don't like them, I'll be glad to buy it from you for $50. As long as it's a working condition model, because I know how to use it. I'd love to have a backup. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening to me. This is Andy79 Z28, sometimes known as the Zinc Master, sometimes known as the Zinc Whisperer, and the new name, Dr. Zinc, or the Zinc Doctor, whichever one you like. Everybody have a great day. I hope you find this video interesting and informative. And we catch you on the flip. Andy, 79 Z28. We're out of here.